this point, China is the second largest oil consumer in the world, soon to maybe even beat out the US at some point, and the largest oil importer, which means that China's on the move when it comes to oil. Up to this point in time, China has been going to places in the world like the US and more to Russia and to Latin America with direct foreign investment and bank loans in order to get expertise, to get equity oil that they will either use or they'll sell on the market. That had been the big push for China. The question is whether now there's going to be a transition to start to explore and produce more and more Chinese oil. They have every type of oil, and so determining which oils, both economically and environmentally, make the most sense to go to is going to be incredibly important in China. As China consumes more oil, it's turning more to these three oil companies that it has, the national oil companies, which are growing tremendously. In fact, two of them are the fourth largest oil companies in the world at this point in terms of production and in terms of refining and product movement. So these oil companies have a lot to say with what China's oil future is going to be. The refining sector is going to probably change by leaps and bounds. The US has been the world's largest refiner up to this point in time. China's contesting that. So the types of refineries that are built will help determine the types of oils that are used. About half the refining sector in China has very small, privately owned refineries that are very dirty, they're very old, they're antiquated, they're inefficient, these teapot refineries. So there's an opportunity to really get a handle on this sector, the oil sector, in a country like China that is going to be expanding its use and production and actually sale of oil. China's going to need a far-sighted strategy to manage oil based on the consumption levels that it has and the amount of resources that it's actually potentially going to unleash. And that's going to have to take externalities. Air quality, water quality is going to be a huge issue, climate change. It's going to have to take these externalities into account. This is actually consistent with the premier and the move for a more sustainable development path in China. But you can see how a big industry, powerful industry like the oil enterprise can help undermine even good aspirations. So it's going to matter how China manages its oil. And the hope is that this goal of harmony within the country will sprinkle down through in a very sustainable way.